Hey everybody. It's been a while, hasn't it? Here I started posting on this channel to make a big stab at my business. And then lots came up in life. First of all, I injured this arm sleeping on it. I have a rotator cuff injury on this side, so I can't sleep on this side very well. It goes numb. I can't sleep very well on my back because I have lower back. I've injured my lower back, my middle back, my upper back, my neck, my tailbone. So I've got a spinal cord damage, spondylosis, and I can't lay flat for very long or my back locks up. And I cannot lay on my stomach because I have borderline glaucoma and that raises the pressure behind my eyes. So I was sleeping on my right side for a long time. And I guess because I injured my arm and shoulder to the point that I couldn't even move it to even type on the computer. It was crazy. And when I'm in pain, I just am not motivated to do videos. I had made videos and had them they were uploaded and ready to edit. One of them was driving through my neighborhood because we were getting ready for an open house. We've got the most amount of homes for sale that we've ever had in the history of our neighborhood, and it started in 1984. It's a 55 plus neighborhood. So when you move to Scenic Hills, for a lot of people, that's the last stop in life. But for some, we had a lot of people where their spouses have died, and they either choose to move in with family or they just move to downsize or they move into 55 plus condos or apartment living to be closer to the hospital. Some go into assisted living, some go into independent living, and some go into memory care. So out of those properties that are for sale, that's where they've all gone. It's not because, oh my God, people don't want to live in Scenic Hills. Oh no, no, no. Scenic Hills is a nice place to live. Very nice place to live. And then we have two pieces of property, land, where you can build. And there are some specific parameters that have to be followed with that. And so whoever buys those properties are going to have to really be strategic with how they make that work because we do have a lot of restrictions in our neighborhood. That's what makes it a really nice place to live. So I did a driving video. My husband drove and I videoed all the video, yeah, made a video of all the homes that were for sale in the whole neighborhood because we were having an open house that weekend and then that's come and gone, but those homes are still for sale. So I'm going to go ahead and post the video. But then with the arm thing, I couldn't at the time. And then too, we have a pecan tree in our neighbor's backyard behind us, and we don't have. Mm, that's GERD going on. I had some wine earlier, and my reflex doesn't like it. Anyway, um, the squirrels love, pecans. They love nuts, and our neighbor's pecan tree. We've been hanging out back there, and they are hilarious. So I made videos of the squirrels and was going to post them, and but noticed that we were having family discussions while I was making videos. So I have to learn how to edit all that stuff out, put music over it. And as you know, if you've been following me on my other channel, I'm still learning how to do these videos. Hmm. Very thirsty. So the squirrel videos are sitting there waiting for me to edit. Okay, so with all that going on, okay, so I've said before on my other channel, this is my business channel. My son's been sick for the past 18 months with staph and strep. Uh, how does somebody, how is somebody sick for that long a time with staph and strep when they don't have MRSA? They have MRSA, they would, but he doesn't have MRSA. And went through like 5 rounds of antibiotics. and it'll work for about a month or 6 weeks, and then it comes back. So finally, we're finding out he has Crohn's disease, which is inflammatory bowel disease. And he's got a huge healing journey ahead of him. So he's my priority. He has autism, he's bipolar, he's got hepatitis C. He doesn't really like me talking about this publicly, but here I am. And there's more to it than that, but I'm not going to talk about all that because that's violating his privacy. So he has a huge healing journey, and I have to help him with his diet and with his appointments. And so that's why I have not edited those videos and got them published. I just wanted to come on here because I can just talk to you and tell you what's going on. And that's why I haven't been on here. I had hoped to make a new start with committing myself to making videos for my YouTube channel, for my business YouTube channel. And the whole business side of the house is really taking a back seat with all this going on. And two, I was looking at starting school the end of this month. I've registered. Everything was all set to enroll. And then with him being sick, I was thinking I couldn't do anything else. But then with the insurance, his insurance, and with the providers, stuff just takes forever. And I thought, I may as well go back to school. Because then I got a jury duty summons yesterday. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And they won't take my 100% disabled veteran status. It's not enough. They want a medical doctor stating why I can't show up. And I'm like, yeah, because you don't want me in the courtroom with PTSD after being R and SA. Uh, they don't make it easy anyway, and they want me to respond like in 21 days. It's so ridiculous. And so thank goodness my therapist through the VA has sent a letter, but it has to go to the court and they have to review it. Really? You're going to play this game with me? I'm just, it's aggravating enough, and it actually has triggered my PTSD. And it's brought a whole level of stress to my life that did not need to be there. And at least now I've learned that I can file the paperwork to be permanently removed from being considered for jury duty, but it's if the court accepts it. If they don't, then I'm like, what the hell? Honestly. But anyway, so I'm dealing with that right now. But the thing is, I thought when I told them I was getting ready to go to school, start school, full-time school. And as far as I know, if you're doing that, you cannot serve jury duty. And so they're like, well, show us your schedule. Well, I've got to get it scheduled up first. Show your schedule. What are you going to do? Decide that I'm not going to school enough where you want me to still show up for jury duty? It's such BS. And honestly, it's harassment. That's what it is. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole with discrimination, because there really is a problem around San Antonio now because there's so many veterans, and there's a lot of us that are disabled that get. If you live in Texas and you get 100% disability status with the VA, you're exempt from paying property taxes. Okay. And the property taxes in Texas are horrendous, awful. So some of the counties have a problem with that. And I'm starting to feel discriminated against because I'm a disabled veteran, and no one should feel that way. It's like, I feel like, am I going to have to sell my house and go move somewhere else so I don't feel that way? So it's like, shame on you, Texas courts, for putting us through that. Yeah, my PTSD has been triggered through going through the jury duty process. And God help them if I have to show up in person, because I'm going to let them have it. Oh my God, here I'm talking about this on my business channel. Well, you know what? Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Essential Wellness 123 started as a raw food business with sprouting raw food strategy type of diets for people that were trying to heal themselves, and essential oil education. That was 13 years ago when I started this. And it's evolved because I don't preach raw food anymore, because that living that way almost killed me, because my body's not meant to do that. Am I saying you're not meant to do that? No, my body is very different. I live better on a carnivore diet, mostly carnivore. The plants, they make a mess out of my poor body and inflammation. Even my herbalist doctor and acupuncturist said that today. She told me to throw out the super greens I've been eating the last month or so, 6 weeks or so, because my knees are so inflamed, and they're the knees I messed up in basic training. So anyway, I know I'm going down a rabbit hole. Might be the wine I had at dinner, but anyway, I wanted to come in and check in with you all to tell you where I'm at. I am going to go back to school because my husband turned over his VA benefits to me, and I always wanted to finish college to have in case something happens to my husband. I need something. So, and I'm in my junior year of college, so I've got a lot of college done. It would only take me another year, not just under 2 years to finish. So I thought I'm going to do this, and it better be enough for the jury duty courts to say, "Oh yeah, you're going to school full time." And then looking at my therapist's letter of exemption, and he's told them she needs to be put on the permanent list, and I didn't even know there was a permanent list. Yeah, I do need to be put on the permanent list because I don't want to go through this again. But that means too I have to stay in the county I'm in. So what a hoopaloo, whatever a hoopaloo is. And I'm already over the time I usually like to make videos. I like to keep them short and sweet. But I just wanted to check in and let you know I'm still all thinking about you. And this next week or two, I'm going to make some huge decisions about what I'm going to do with school, going full time, and then looking at this channel particularly. I'm going to keep doing things on my other channel, but I've got 2 sets of videos to upload here as well as there. So there's stuff still coming. So I just appreciate your patience and your understanding. And yeah, just keep looking for videos. I probably won't do them every week because I won't be able to. Maybe. And who knows? I get into school and decide I can handle the schedule, then I'll start putting them out again every week. So we'll see. But I just wanted to let you know I'm still here and I'm still thinking about you. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you around. Bye.